do is adore you all of the time. I like to. I like to. I like to love you every day.
Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about the law of attraction, and specifically 7 ways that you can bring the concept into your life and make it work for you. Now, if you've followed Live Well Be Fabulous for the last 5 years since we've been doing this, then you know that I am a huge supporter of the concept of the law of attraction. And up until a couple of years ago, it was something that I wasn't sure how to sit down and talk to you about exactly what I was doing to make this universe respond to the things that I was asking for, which it did. So I'm excited to be able to talk to you about this today. Up until the point where I found a systematic way to approach the law of attraction and manifestation, I was lost and trying to figure it all out and meditating blindly without knowing exactly what it was or why it was I was meditating, because meditation, along with knowing what you want and being able to manifest those things into your life, all go together. So you have to have systematic approaches to it, like as you do everything else in life. I wish I could say that you just sit down, meditate, ask for it, and it happens. No, it doesn't work so easily. The law of attraction works this way. Once you put the request out to the universe, you have to take the necessary actions to get there. And there are 3 ways to do that. And I grew up in a Baptist church, going to a Baptist church. Little southern girl who went to watch choir sing and the pastor do the same, because that's what it's like in Baptist churches. The pastor has beautiful sermons and it's like singing almost the same, but it's 3 things that you have to do. You have to change your actions, your atmosphere, and your attitude. Once you work on those 3 things, which we're going to cover more of these in future videos, because those 3 concepts alone right there are soul video worthy themselves. So once you cover those 3 aspects and you're prepared and you open your mind up to the fact that in order to change your life, you've got to do these 3 things: change your actions, your attitude, and your atmosphere, then the other 7 concepts that I'm going to talk about in this video will be that much easier. It all goes back to positivity. There's no big secret that being positive attracts positive. The law of karma, as well as the law of attraction and manifestation and all those other great concepts, all work together. It all begins with being just the best person that you can. And we definitely need more of that. So let's start with the first concept. The first step is silence, aka meditation. Now, I usually do my miracle morning, as Hal Elrod calls this time of the day, in the morning, because for me, that's when I'm at my most alert. It's when I'm most excited. I haven't gone through the rigors of the day, and it just works in the morning. You should block out at least 30 to 45 minutes, preferably an hour if you can, because you want to give as much time to this first step as possible, in my humble opinion. And as you do these steps more, you may modify them according to what works best for you. But what works best for me is to have more time for silence or meditation. And I usually spend between 15 and 30 minutes meditating. I use an app called the Insight Timer. They have guided meditations. They have a timer that can play you music. And the guided meditations are great because they help you to transition into meditation if you're not exactly certain of how to do it yet, because meditation takes time. The second step is my visualization. Now, visualization and meditation are 2 different things. Meditation is a silence of the mind. It's being still. It's just, there's a reason you see people doing that. But visualization is actually taking a few moments to visualize what it is you would like to bring into your life. Now, be consistent with what you ask for. I mean, be reasonable. I mean, if you ask for something unreasonable, then you may or may not get it. I don't know what your wishes and goals will be, but I usually visualize my goals. I have goals that I set down for each day, and the visualization step is when I actually visualize myself doing those goals, performing those goals, or bringing this action into my life, or this person improving that relationship. This is what visualization is for. I sometimes do it during the last 15 minutes of meditation because they work together. For me, meditation and visualization work together very well. The third step for me next is the R part of this, which is the reading. Now, after I've calmed my mind, I like to read self-development books. Now, sometimes I modify this step and I read maybe a novel or something that I have. But for the most part, I like to read a self-help book because I'm pumped up after the meditation and visualization. And for me, the next logical third step is to read, which takes me into the next step, step 4, which is journaling and the writing portion. And so many people have asked me what I write in my journal. I'm going to do a separate video on that, but for the most part, I write what comes to mind. I write usually where I am in life, how I feel about a certain situation or a certain person, and that gives me a lot to go on. Or, you know, I mean, the good thing about journaling is you can vary it to what you need. There's no certain way you have to do it. I know there are websites that have prompts, and those are great and all, but you have to modify the process to what you need. After I'm done with my journaling, the next logical step for me is to go over what I'm grateful for, which some people like to use a journal for this too. I have done it, but for the most part, I just say simple thank you for my relationship with my mom today, or thank you for making this work out with that person today, or thank you for just giving me fresh air to breathe. Thank you for allowing me to wake up and enjoy another beautiful day in life. Thank you for the sun. It's wonderful. That is practicing gratitude. You can choose to write it down. It's more effective for some people, or you can do like me and you can say your affirmations of gratitude aloud, which it works wonders for me because I do these things throughout the day. It doesn't just stop with the beginning of the day in my miracle morning time, and I just keep on going throughout the day because for me that works better. It keeps me grounded and it keeps me from getting complacent and going, okay, thank you again, thank you, because it's easy to get complacent because when you start practicing these measures, things start to happen. I mean, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so miraculous and wonderful for you. You're just not even going to know what to do. Promise me, if you really believe in this concept and practice these concepts, this is what's going to happen. But I got a little ahead of myself. We still have 2 more aspects to cover. And the next one, you may want to flip these around. You may not. I mean, they're both require a lot of energy. So for me, the next thing is the affirmations. Affirmations is not the same thing as manifestation, meditation, or visualization. Affirmations are goals that are written down. And if you follow me on Instagram, on either Mystically or Live Well Be Fabulous, which are both my top accounts on Instagram, then you'll see I try to post daily affirmations. Or you can go to the bubbles that I have, the highlights that Instagram now has, those wonderful little highlights. And you can see the affirmations, and affirmations are statements of your goals, and they're statements of power, I call them. That's the best way to describe them, because you say these things each day, twice a day if possible, once in the morning, once before you go to bed. I know you'll be tired, but it's still good idea to say your affirmations before you go to bed. It does work so you can dream wonderful things, but that's what affirmations are. They're your goals to repeat each day. I read Think and Grow Rich on a regular basis. It's my power book, along with a few others, which we're gonna talk about later. But Think and Grow Rich is my power book, and one of the things that Napoleon Hill says in that is repeating your goals on a daily basis brings them into your head as a kind of habit. It forms a habit, and then your subconscious mind starts to make these things happen. So that paired with the law of attraction, what you've put out there in the universe during your meditation and visualization period, is what begins to come together and form this just bubble of positivity around you. And then people are going to want to be part of that because you're going to be doing all these wonderful things. Which leads me to step number 7. The one that I know some people are not going to want to hear, but you've got to. Exercise. Yes. You must. I'm a big advocate of it. I'm in my 40s. I do not mind telling people that. Most people's jaws fall on the ground when I tell them I'm in my 40s. But I am, and I attribute that to a positive state of mind, as well as exercising throughout the years. I fully believe that you should take care of yourself. See your doctor each year. Get those physicals, girls. Get your mammograms. Do all of these things. Get your cholesterol checked. There have been times where mine has been sky high, but I went to the doctor, caught it, changed my eating habits, and I exercised more. And that generally solved a large portion of the problem, so much so that my doctor looked at me like, what in the world kind of trick did you do to lower your cholesterol so quickly? Well, it wasn't a trick. The miracle morning, along with exercise to round it all out, for me is a natural, logical step. And I use a program called a 7-minute workout. For those of you who don't have a lot of time, or you're going to say, me, I do not have a lot of time for real. So I do try to put in at least 3 to 4 of these sessions per week, maybe more sometimes. And I also use the Size It Up program. That has done wonders for my post-baby weight. And there you have it. Those are the 7 concepts of the law of attraction and how I get it to work for me. Now, I'm going to do a follow-up video because I've just begun some very exciting journeys into heading in a new direction, and I'm going to be chronicling that here on YouTube because it's interior design. I am taking my love officially to school and becoming certified while I'm gathering clients. So if you or someone you know would like my services, then please send me a note at the email address that's going to be below. And there you have it. This video is getting a little long, but I hope that you are able to take the secret and the magic and the power and all those other books that you've seen Rhonda Byrne write, which we're going to talk about those too in another video. And I hope that I have made it easier for you to understand the basics of those concepts. Affirmations, changing your attitude, atmosphere, the miracle morning, all of it works together. It's self-development at its highest level. And being a positive person is where it all starts and where it all ends. And if you can nail that, then this will work for you. So if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to hit the like button. We need your support to keep this channel going. Subscribe, spread the word, and come visit me on my other social networks. And I will see you all fabulous agents of fabulosity next time.